welcome to another episode of Coming Attractions, a presentation of Garbage Theater. I'm your host Chase with my co-hosts Blake and John.
Howdy.
We still don't have a tagline.
We still don't have a goddamn tagline.
You know, I sat and thought about it, but I couldn't come up with nothing.
Well, that makes one of us, because I didn't think about it until he started talking.
I didn't think of anything until I started talking either, so moving on.
Deal with it, listeners.
That's right.
This week, we watched two movies. John won last week, and we watched his pick Ninja Terminator. And because of some shenanigans, we had to also watch The Stabilizer.
But we're not allowed to talk about that.
Not allowed to talk about it, though. For reasons.
It's as if it never happened.
Yeah. Except for questions.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Anyway, being that as it is, John, me and Blake are up on the chopping block.
Yes.
So we're gonna have to present some films.
Yeah. This is the first time me and you have faced off this season, by the way.
It is.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kick back. This is awesome.
This is like back to Shark Month days.
Yeah. A whole 2 weeks ago. No, it's been more than 2 weeks. I don't know.
I don't know time.
Yeah.
Blake, why don't you go ahead and go first?
Okay. Quite frankly, I'm tired of all this extreme shitty movie stuff we've been doing lately. And
we're watching Lawrence of Arabia.
Yeah. It's time to bring it back with some good old Seagal. And so my pick is Contract to Kill from 2016. It's an actual movie. It's 90 minutes long, so that's good. Wow. He plays a character named Harmon. So I'll read the summary real quick. Harmon is a CIA/DEA enforcer investigating Arab terrorists captured in Mexico. With his team, seductive FBI agent Zara and spy drone pilot Sharp, he flies to Istanbul to uncover a brutal plot. Islamic extremists plan to use Sonora drug smuggling routes to bring deadly weapons and leaders into the U.S. So basically, it's just tapping into America's worst fears there.
Yeah.
Ripped from the headlines.
Yeah. So anyway, to prevent an attack on America, Harmon must turn these two savage forces against one another before his time and his luck run out. There really isn't much to be said, for a Seagal movie that hasn't already been said. However, I watched this trailer way more than I should have. I watched it multiple times. This is him at his most mumbly I've ever heard of. And he never raises his voice above a whisper. And
it's too grizzled to talk.
And look, he is the biggest I've ever seen him in this movie.
He's just gonna keep inflating. I mean,
when I started watching it, either I just haven't seen him in a while because we've been watching ninjas and shit. But damn, Steven, he's putting it away. So anyway, I couldn't contain myself to 3 reviews as I usually do.
He's got a lot to learn from the Buddha.
Well, so I have 6 of them.
Okay.
And they're in no particular order, but here they go. So the thing is called Contract to Kill. So the first review I read was, the contract has been put out on a triple cheeseburger, and Steven Seagal is here to collect the bounty. Next one is, okay, so he's put on some weight. Never have I seen a more disgusting scene than fat old Seagal, fully clothed, orange shooting glasses, leather coat and all, on top of the lovely Gemma Delander, mauling her beautiful naked breast with his chubby hands.
Good Lord.
Oh, no.
Look, if they can slim down Carrie Fisher, what's this guy's excuse?
He's working outside of Hollywood. He doesn't have to worry about the standards.
Yeah. His sex scenes look clinical.
multiple sex scenes.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
And my very favorite that I saved for last is Seagal has gone full Orson.
Except for the quality.
Yes.
Yeah, but definitely check it out. Contract to Kill. Like, check out the trailer because it's you can tell it's a well put together movie ish, but he is just mumbling to the nth degree in this one. Like, I watched it multiple times. One, because I thought it was hilarious, and two, was just trying to figure out what he was saying. So I'm just trying to bring a little bit back of where we should be on this whole kick,
Okay.
which is Seagal movies.
Is this the one that went up on Netflix recently?
Yes.
You know, you're the one who steered us off the road.
I'm well aware. And this
Into what we've
is
been
me
doing.
making penance for it.
Let's hope this isn't an overcorrection.
So that's it. That's what you got.
Yeah. And to be quite honest, a little behind the scenes thing for our avid listeners. We're not going to be watching a Seagal movie because I'm going to lose this week.
You may not. You may not.
Remains to be seen.
I feel a slump coming on.
Well, that might come back to bite you.
Okay.
Because I don't think you're going to want to go into a slump right now with this diabolical scheme that I've hatched over the last week.
Yeah, I'm worried about it.
So, needless to say, I'm a tad bitter from having to do a double feature after being subject to some questionable questions in the last episode.
I think the questions were quite fair.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think back to the last time we had a double feature and how all that played out.
Well.
So, anyway, I've got this Jean-Claude Van Damme card in my pocket that I won from winning Shark Month. So
hey, can I just say, I dropped the phrase "sword of Van Damocles" in the last episode, and nobody said shit about it. That's classic.
Okay, so I will from here on refer to it as the Sword of Van Damocles. So I've got that ready to go. Anytime I can make you guys watch any JCVD movie I want.
Well, don't waste it on this one because Daddy gave up halfway in. We'll just put it that way.
Well, see, then I was thinking, there's nothing stopping me from making my legitimate picks also Jean-Claude Van Damme movies.
No, nothing at all.
So I can just hold the podcast hostage
You
to
could.
where you're Van Damned if you do and you're Van Damned if you don't.
Wonderful.
So my legit pick for this week is a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie.
Okay.
And it is probably his lowest point from what I have scoured. I've come across 3 or 4 where I was like, this is it. This is the one. Then I find one worse. And then I find one worse. So I finally settled on it. So this is the one that I'm putting forward. It is from 2002, and it's titled Derailed.
Well,
It has a...
Speaking of derailed, hold on. I got to stop you. I think your plan might be derailed because I've seen Derailed.
Oh.
Nah, I'm fucking with you. Go ahead.
Oh, this is going to be so sweet.
Oh, we need to put a red filter over Chase right now.
3.9 on IMDb, 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. And that's not from a lack of reviews. It has reviews.
Oh,
a
it
solid
just got-
0% across the board.
That's nice.
Tagline, a deadly virus and only one way to stop it. Directed by Bob Misiorowski, who also directed the first installment of the Shark Attack series and many other action movies where the poster is 3 heads over an explosion.
Nice.
Starring, of course, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Also, Chris Van Damme. So this is going to be a father-son kind of thing. I'm not sure in what fashion, but...
Oh, it's his actual son?
Yes.
Wouldn't it be funny if it wasn't his son, but it was like Rob Van Dam's nephew?
Some guy just really wanted to be... a budget of $18 million.
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
The only box office I could find was the Mexican box office, where it brought in $297,000.
Es bueno.
It's also known as Death Train.
I like Death Train better.
It's way better.
Okay, let's just get to the reviews. Yeah, I only have 3 reviews. Review number 1. Bad. Very bad. Very, very bad.
Nice.
I was hoping there was going to be a very, 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 very bad.
Review number 2. Appropriately titled.
Derailed.
Sick burn.
Review number 3. Makes Under Siege 2 look like Citizen Kane. Little factoids. He broke his hand filming the final fight scene in this.
No, he broke his hand at the bar.
Now here's the thing. Here's where the real punishment of having to watch this movie comes in.
Okay.
This movie is actually fairly well known, but not for a good reason. It's very well known as being one of the worst edited movies ever.
Oh,
nice.
Wherein the average shot length is only 1.5 seconds.
No.
That's going to be nauseating.
Not only that, this director decided to take a little tribute to De Palma, and he has some split screen action going on. So there are action scenes side by side.
So you're trying to make us physically ill when we watch a movie.
Yes. When I read average shot length 1.53 seconds, this is the one. This is the punishment.
That is insane.
I only watched the trailer once. I honestly didn't need to watch the trailer because this all sold it for me. But the trailer basically just shows him running around frantically on a train with a gun in his hand. So,
or at least his hands waving around frantically. At least.
Oh yeah, he's doing some kicks, he's doing some spins and some whatnots. From the outside looking in, this could be a watchable movie, but that little worst movie ever edited kind of tarnishes that.
Well, editing's not really a big deal in movies, right? I mean, they don't give awards for editing or anything.
Yeah. So, if all goes according to plan, we'll wind up watching this, and I'll get to keep my little Jean-Claude Van Damme ticket for another day.
I think that's exactly what's going to happen.
Oh man, I'm torn. On the one hand, I'm curious, morbidly curious to see this terrible editing. But on the other hand, ugh.
I'll tell you this much, John. Seagal episodes are fun as shit to do. Chase can say what he wants, but he knows.
Yeah.
I think we've had the most fun when we do a Seagal movie.
I definitely
because we get to
forward
do
to
the
it.
voice. We get to do the voice for an hour and a half, and I think that's what makes it fun.
Now the idea of multiple Seagal sex scenes kind of worries me.
His sex scenes are clinical.
Oh.
I feel like it's gonna be so repulsive. I'm just gonna, my dick's gonna go back up inside me or something.
I hope he talks through it.
Oh man.
And then I'm thinking clinical, so I'm thinking too clinical. So it's kind of like, do you find that your back hurts or? How's your diet been these past few months? But I don't think that's what it's going to be.
Another little note on mine. During the trailer, the music is so loud you can't hear any of the dialogue. So even the trailer is edited poorly.
Well, that's not the editor's fault. Van Damme should have just been talking louder.
So, well, there you go. There's our stakes for the week. It all comes down to the quiz at the end of Ninja Terminator / the movie that shall not be named.
That's right. And I held to that, like, once again, breaking the fourth wall for you listeners. There was debate whether we should allow something to happen with that stabilizer movie. Yeah. And I was adamantly against it.
Blake's a rules guy.
Yeah. Quoting rules while at the same time asking for favors on the back end throughout this whole experience.
Right. Well, this is the dangerous game we play, fellas.
That's true. It's just on the edge.
That's right.
Every day.
Well,
I'm gonna shut up before I get myself in any more trouble. Since now that I know I'm gonna be violently ill and have to watch a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie.
Oh, man. Just get some Dramamine or something before I watch this thing.
I skimmed it a little bit. It's and I also should mention this is a YouTube only movie.
Oh, nice. Well, Chase, you've put us in quite the Persquarius situation.
Yes.
Man, my next pick, I'm gonna find Brown Note the movie. Just
too late. That movie's called Ninja Terminator. But we'll get into that next week, I guess.
Yes, we will. So those are the movies, folks. We've got Contract to Kill. Was that it?
Yes, Contract to something. Who gives a shit? Contract to Kill. That's it.
Contract to Kill and Derailed. We will put up the trailers on the Facebook page so you can check them out. And we will see you next week when we do Ninja Terminator.